even the so-called organics found out like Coke and Pepsi and all of these people actually own these companies. So that lets you know that this stuff, even put with the label on it, it's not real either. It's not real either. It's just, you just paying a little bit more money and you getting a better feeling about it. That's it. Read.
The chemical inputs are killing the land and the body.
Killing what?
The land and the body.
How often is the land supposed to rest when you get growing crops on it?
Every 7th year.
Every 7th year. Do you think these people are letting the land rest?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. They're flying planes over, dropping all types of poison in the soil, doing things that's unnatural to it. Straight devils, man. Read.
The chemical inputs are killing the land and the body, in another form of population control.
Another form of population control. So you couple that with Planned Parenthood and your president who pushing this stuff, and you still getting rid of a certain people, mainly. Read.
Control and dependency was the plan.
Control and dependency. They controlling everything and got the people completely dependent upon them. That's why it's big government. Sooner or later, all they're going to do is, I'm going to turn your rations off. I'm going to turn it off. You can't eat nothing without taking this. Read.
The Rockefeller Foundation collected the seeds from 95% of the world's major cereal crops in the years leading up to the GATT agreement.
95%. That's bananas. Read.
And the Plant Breeders' Rights Bill. The multinationals are phasing out the varieties they do not have rights to and making the world dependent on those that they do. UN statistics estimate that 75% of genetic diversity in agricultural crops has been lost in this century, and what is left is now in great danger.
Now everything that's left is in great danger. They ain't gonna stop until they get a hold of everything. And then somewhere in the world, they got a vault or something with all the key seeds in them. Read.
More than 1,500 varieties of vegetable seeds were withdrawn from use in England in the first few years after a national list of approved species was established. The cost of registered seed varieties is so high that only the multinationals can do it, and yet genetically engineered varieties forced upon third countries are often useless in those environments. This adds to the hunger and debt. In India, 1 million farmers took to the streets when a U.S. patent was awarded for the active genes of the neem tree.
A U.S. patent. Meaning this wicked place, read.
Which has been used for centuries as a herbal remedy.
As a herbal remedy. They don't want no herbs coming out. Stuff that can cure cancer and AIDS right now. But they don't want it out here because there's no money for them. Read.
No one should own the patent to any seed or animal, and especially not the mindset that controls the multinationals.
So right, that my man is he owned the money with this. No man should own this stuff because the Most High created it. Like he says, when you get a patent, it means you invented this or you own it. You don't own this stuff, man. They don't own this stuff. So that's how they bringing this forth. This part of the plan when it says that the earth won't yield its fruit. When the Most High says it, it's not going to happen. But the enemy got to bring it through like this. Through, again, laws and legislations. So let's go back to the other part of this. Go back to Genesis 4. Genesis 4 and... what is that, 15? Yeah, start at 15.
The book of Genesis chapter 4 and verse 15. And the Most High said to him, Therefore whosoever slays Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Most High set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him.
So he put something on Cain to identify him with. This is like, in today's time, that would be what? A license, birth certificate, state ID,
Social Security.
all of these things that these people say that you need to have to function in this society. You must have these things, a passport or something to identify who you are.
In order for you to get ID, you need ID.
Right.
That's how crazy this people's system is.
Exactly. So that's gonna lead us. Matter of fact, let's go to Revelations 13. Only physical part of this thing, not the spiritual aspect in this. Revelations 13.
The book of Revelations, chapter 13, and verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Should be what?
Should be killed.
Should be killed. Read.
And he causes all, both small and great,
Both small and great, both
rich and poor,
rich and poor,
free and bond,
free and bond. This pretty much covers everybody. Read.
to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Or in their forehead, right hand or in their foreheads. Read.
And that no man might buy or sell except he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
So what is it? Since Cain couldn't work or anything, he couldn't participate in this system. He couldn't buy or sell because, you know what I'm saying? Because he couldn't do any of these things because his occupation was taken away from him. Same thing. So we're going to show you. Matter of fact, finish it out.
Here is wisdom. Let him that has understanding count the number of the beast. For it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, or 666.
So if you go into the study of this, you'll see that this number actually comes out to a couple of things. The Pope's little thing that's on his hat, it comes out to that. Comes out to the www in the Hebrew, which is 666 with the computer.
The Pope's title, vicarious fade delay, or however you pronounce that Latin term, comes out to 666.
Right.
So on and so forth.
So we're going to go back to the book of And the Truth Shall Set You Free. And this part right here is called The Microchip Population. And again, this book came out in like 93. I got a hold to it in like 2005. Read.
The microchip population. This is the part of the elite strategy which some people find hardest to accept. We believe that we would never allow it to happen. Well, let's take a look at how close it is. Already, domestic animals are being microchipped in ever greater numbers and linked to a computer.
Domestic animals. Oh, if little Fido get out and get lost, we don't need the little collar. We can just, the microchip will tell us where he at. Oh, we can just find him easy. Again, it's the convenience. Read.
It's been sold to pet owners on the basis of you'll never lose Rover or Fido again.
Read.
The Queen of England has had some of her corgis microchipped. Who next, Prince Charles? Alongside this, the move to phase out the use of coins and notes is being quickened, and all money transactions will be electronic via a credit card or smart card.
Ah, the ID. Via this thing, the same thing. No more money will be needed. And they'll come on TV and give you a clever little joint like, there's been over 50 million credit cards compromised. All of this information is out there, and these hackers have hacked in and they've stolen all of these different people's money. We got to get rid of these cards. We got to get rid of all of this stuff, and we just need to do it, put it in you. That way it can't be stolen from you. Nobody can sneak in your back pocket and scan you. Nobody can do this because we'll just put it in your hand. Read.
This is planned to become a joint identity or money card with all personal details on a microchip.
Everything right there. You know, they got the commercial. They say, get grandma this little bracelet. And just in case she's allergic to some type of medication and she can't speak, well, when they scan her hand, it'll just show her, oh, she's diabetic, she got this, that, and the third, and she can't take this type of medicine. She's allergic to this. You know, she has fish allergies. Everything will be there. Again, sounds really nice and convenient to the person that's unlearned. Read.
If things go to plan, all these transactions will be recorded by a global computer. The beast possibly mentioned in the biblical revelations.
Ooh, read.
The mark of the beast, the microchip, is planned to be moved from the smart card to the human body.
To what?
To the human body.
To the human body. They getting you ready for this stuff right now. You looking at the phone commercials, Android. They getting you geared to this stuff right now.
Exactly.
All of them phone commercials and the Android, it connects with you. Hook up, it links with you. All this iRobot, all this kind of stuff is showing you, it's taking you there, getting you ready for it. All they got to do is let Jay-Z come on the video, him and the rest of them flunkies, and they do it. They know that the mass is going to run right behind them and do it.
Mm-hmm.
Read.
When a story can be hatched to persuade people to accept it.
So they working on the perfect thing to hatch up and cook up a story that'll make the people take it hook, line, and sinker. Read.
Some researchers suggest that the human barcoding system will include 3 sets of 6 digits in the computer. Hence, 666, the number of the beast. Once we have agreed to the end of cash, there is no turning back. We will have to accept the microchip implant, or we will have no means of purchasing anything when they decide to phase out smart cards. Also, it will be sold to people as a convenience.
As a what?
As a convenience.
As a convenience. That's what it all boils down to. Again, a convenience. It's so, everything is right there. It's no work. Cuts out, all this technology makes our people completely lazy.
Yep.
That's why America is so fat and obese and everybody's out of shape, because everything is convenient. Just push the button. Microwave generation. Everything fast. Read.
Which will end credit card fraud and lost cards.
There you go right there. End credit card fraud. Nobody can steal your stuff now. It's in your hand. Read.
It is the ultimate control. Everything about you, including your location, will be constantly observed by the computer.
Which your location is constantly observed from your phone right now.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere you go, your phone telling them where you are. Read.
I am told by a very good source that the global elite computer system is based underground in Brussels, Belgium. It is called the Crypt or Crypt because it is located in 100,000 square feet of office space underneath the Church of the Sacred Blood of Jesus, known locally as the Blood Church.
Now, I don't know about that part, but somebody, I'm sure you're going to do the research on it and really find out. Read.
The main entrance to the underground facility is from buildings across the road from the church. Similar computer centers are located at the Air Force Academy, Shane Mountain, Colorado Springs, USA, and the Satellite Control Center, Alice Springs, Australia.
So if anybody done any research on Denver, you should know they doing a whole bunch of wickedness out there, especially at that airport.
Mm-hmm.
Read.
These systems lock into government computers across the world to gather information on everyone on the planet who has a social security number or identification code of some kind. Your details will be on this computer now, waiting for the start of microchipping.
So right here is basically taking you back to the Tower of Babel. These computers are linking everybody up, making everybody one again, just like